the sexiest MILF on television, Mwabudu's Ebony Live TV, and female director supreme, Kemi Adetiba.
Woohoo! Girl power, #feminism.
Comes the highest grossing Nollywood movie of all time. How did this movie ever make it this big?
The Wedding Party.
Banky W stars in his debut lead role as Dozie Onwuka, a young man who is one part sexy playboy and one part Yoruba demon. He lives a luxurious life and has sampled too many babes to count.
Ronke, Folake, Bumi, who are they? Chinwe, get on the girl from outside now.
Yeah, so basically it's Banky W in real life, who after all his exploits wants to settle down with a virgin and is willing to stay celibate until marriage, proving once and for all that even playboys still want to settle down with virgins. So, ladies, there's a lesson to learn from all this. Enter Adesuwa Etomi, who stars as Duni Koka, the virgin wife-to-be, a young lady who is low-key more interested in the honeymoon porking than she is about her actual wedding ceremony.
So, just in case you were confused, this is where it goes in. And if you're feeling a little bit adventurous, you can slide like that.
Funny how the one woman who cares more about the marriage than her wedding day exists only in the movie. Well, in Adesuwa's case, she cares more about the D, but that still counts, right? Like, who wouldn't care more about Banky W's D? I mean, hold up. I mean, you definitely do. Don't lie, care about his D. Going from the son of the soil to the son of alcohol. One-time rapper of the year, Ikechukwu, stars in his debut role as the worst best man ever, whose acting was so poor, midway into the movie, he got wasted, and in a brief moment of sober reflection, tried to choose which of his careers was worth saving. Music or acting? Music or acting? Music or acting? Fuck it. Both are already dead anyways. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, let my music career go. That's really all there is to the movie. Let's be honest, the movie was good, but it was overhyped. I know I'll catch hell for saying this, but the one thing the movie had going for it was the cast and the lost. Definitely the lost. I mean, old guys watched the wedding party just to see Beverly Naya. Young guys watched it just to see Iretiola Doyle. That woman is a MILF. Old women watched it to see Banky W, and young girls watched it because of Sugar Amos Prime himself, Richard Mufedamijo. I'd been wondering what made the movie so successful. I mean, if you think about it, it's basically every Nollywood love story from 1998 to 2007. Two people fall in love, tribalism sets in and tries to cause them to break up.
Calm down.
How can I calm down?
Calm down.
When my daughter has been kidnapped,
Only person who has been kidnapped here today is my son by that useless daughter of yours.
Etc, etc. But they end up getting married anyways. I mean, it's basically the same thing. Eeny, meeny, miny, moa, budu. Copy. Starring Jane the Virgin, Honey W. Apostle must say of this. When you get caught for stealing funds and you have to claim cancer. Tiwa Savage, T-Builds, Edible Catering, Bubuli Naya, and my reaction every time Americans pronounce Lagos as Lagos.
Empty swimming pool in Lagos.
It's Lagos. Lagos.
The virginity shower.
So, we're just going to pretend that the idea of the wedding party didn't come from Niola's last bus stop music video, which starred Banky W, Alibaba, and was directed by, wait for it, Kemi Adetiba. From Jadesola Osiberu, another awesome director who makes great movies but doesn't get enough credit for it in sales and revenue, comes one of the best directed, produced and written movies ever. A movie Nollywood desperately needs, but apparently doesn't want because it is not a rom-com. Okay guys, I'm really reaching here because this movie was friggin' awesome. Isoken.
If there ever was a checklist of what a great guy would be, Sazen would tick every box.
Meet Isoken. Yeah, her name's the same as the title of the movie. I know, right? A successful woman who's got everything modern age feminists want in reality. Good friends, a successful career, and a good father figure, but still lacks the one thing that apparently makes every woman complete. A man. Watch as she low-key acts like not having a man doesn't bother her.
Yes, I'm 34, and 2 of my younger sisters are married. No, I don't have a boyfriend, and no, I'm not gonna kill myself. I am freaking fine.
But ties are gele as a bow tie to signify that she is a really good-looking wrapped 34-year-old present Santa Claus left under a tree for a man who was more interested in building a career than having a relationship. A clumsy and confused girl who has low-key been waiting for an Americana to sweep her off her feet.
Americana, come Joe, I'll teach you.
No, not this Americana. This Americana. Which she's having to make the decision of a lifetime. Which flavor do I really want? Chocolates or vanilla? Because chocolate is too Americana for her liking, and vanilla is surprisingly too Nigerian to be true. A drama so intense, she agreed to marry Chocolate even though she never said yes when he proposed. But she accepted the ring, allowed him to carry her, planned the wedding, called off the wedding to be with Vanilla.
I'm just thinking to myself the whole time that why does this feel like this? Why do I feel like a guest at my own wedding? I'm supposed to be so much happier than this.
Is this about my mom? I know she can be a handful.
No, it's not about your mom. It's not about mine. Sasa, it just doesn't feel right. Did you ever notice that I never said yes?
And then in a shocking turn of events, believes she cannot tell Vanilla that she wants to be with him for life? Men, you females just love making simple things too complicated. Sadolin as director, producer, writer, and production designer of the movie, Jadesola Oshiberu, takes us on a journey that proves that no matter how bougie you get, your African home will always remain an African home. Complete with a mother who believes that you can never be truly successful unless you are married and living in your husband's house, and clearly doesn't buy into the whole feminist movement.
Will MBA find you a husband, or do they just people children in the university? A woman should not read too much.
That one family member who believes everything is spiritual.
Jesus Christ. Let me see your leg. I bind every spirit, every enemy against your downfall. May they fall down and die. May they die by fire.
And an intervention done every Sunday to highlight your many failures as a woman. A pressure that sees Isoken and her friends drink to forget their sorrows, taking being single to stupor literally, and sing to enable them forget how single they truly are. The alcoholism forces them into desperation that makes a woman abuse a hard-working man who sexually harasses her.
Move! Shoe? My size.
Move!
Come make I take care of you now. Make I cool your temper.
Your father. What?
But still doesn't hesitate to jump on a guy who actually still harasses her just because he knows he's a white man.
I don't marry this girl. Finish.
But no, it isn't white supremacy, right? All this talk about pastors and churches, funny how they actually didn't mention Shiloh. Oh, what am I kidding? This movie is awesome and too good for Nigeria. Starring Joseph the Dreamer, Is Not Okin. How Jennifer would have turned out if she went to school. Yemi Sachs, Made in England, and Diary of a Mad African Mother. Isoken, the diary of a black, single and successful woman. So, Jadesola Oshiberu wrote, produced, directed, and did production design for the movie. Wow, that's an actual superwoman right there. From the stables of from PHB Productions in collaboration with Film One Distribution comes the love story that has been told 1,000 times, but surprisingly never in this manner. When love happens.
You can't conclusively say that. You never know when love happens.
Meet Mo, the only child, a beautiful event planner who is single, resides in Lagos, and has parents nudging an internal to go get married. And wait, Miwan, you've done this trailer before.
No, we haven't.
We've done this trailer before.
That was It's Okay, dude.
Okay. So there's Mo, who is everything I just said earlier and has achieved something no one has. Constantly living in opposite day. On one hand, she's happy for her friend but can't tell her that she's low-key jealous of her.
This isn't me being upset, angry or jealous. I mean, why should I be? Jennifer is one of my oldest friends and I'm happy.
Then she opens a vlog to tell the whole world instead.
So your friend calls you and tells you she's getting married. As in, no offense, but I better pass that girl by far.
What? And what's wrong with the vlog anyway?
No, it's vlog, not vlog, for the love of June 12. Then you say you wouldn't ever go out with him again. And the next day you go out with him because he got you a present. And you say you stop by your best friend's place, but instead you get weeks stay away to South Africa. Ain't that some shit? You know what? I'm done.
Okay, he's actually not coming back. Can you save me, please? Thank you very, very much.
I feel his pain, to be honest. But let's continue. Tiger with Mo are two best friends, Schedule, and the head of Friend Zone department, Tobe, who like every other guy stuck there and did all that he could to make her see him more than a friend. But wait, what? He broke out of the friend zone? Can we get a standing ovation up in here? You, my brother, are an inspiration to us all.
If you don't know me by now, you will never, ever, ever know me.
Enjoy a movie with an amazing cast that for some reason all have an accent that isn't Nigerian.
Tell me which mother would not be so proud to brag about our only son.
She's boring. Your fruits, honey.
Oh, thank you, love.
Just the way you like it.
Excellence runs in my lineage.
My name is Dari. What is your name?
I thought, okay, no harm can come of this because you've dated before.
Into important experts and, he's loving.
How may I help you, please?
But Ma, he was the one that started it.
I've been going through my beauty treatments and I have been harassing my makeup artist, so I must look really great.
But teaches us all the fundamental things about relationships that we already know, but we might reminding ourselves once in a while. You're single and desperate because the man of your dreams is stuck in your friend zone. And then there's the light-skinned guy, the light-skinned wolf in sheep's clothing, who talks too slow. It's more horror creepy than charming.
I'm a man on a mission to get you to have that drink with me. But you don't see me grabbing people and pushing them into corners. If I told you, it won't be a surprise now, would it? Just ask no more questions and get here quickly.
It's so obvious he has demon written all over his face, but he wins. Miwan, are you sure we haven't done this trailer before?
No, we haven't.
This same one? About a light-skinned guy who broke the main character's heart and then she ended up happy with a chocolate brother?
Tiwa from Skinny Girl in Transit.
No kid, that was Tiwa?
Yeah, it was Tiwa.
Oh wow. Wow, man. You see why I say I get his feelings, man. All these movies are really the same. Enough of these relationship trailers are big. Can't Nollywood just make an action movie?
This is ridiculous.
I want more excitement. I want more adventure.
We're tired of these movies, please. Can't you see that he loves you? I mean, blind dates are always a bad idea. Who doesn't know that? And is this guy supposed to act us for again? Like, pick a struggle. That's it. I'm also, yeah, you do the rest by yourself.
Wow. Oh my god, okay.
Done.
Starring Mofeni Husband, OC Demon, Lord Friendzone, Beverly Seduction, Mudra, and Slow Down Bob, It's Too Risky. Moments with Mo. Say vlog one more time. I dare you!
And what's wrong with the vlog anyway? What?
Warning, the following contains spoilers for season 1 of Skinny Girl in Transit. From the studio that owns great episodes like Giddy Up, Lagos Big Boy, and Officer Titus comes the one web series that rules them all, Skinny Girl in Transit. Meet Tiwa, the not so skinny girl who is in transit to be, well, not so skinny. A body no AP whose love for talking and pouring out her emotions probably stemmed up from growing up in the most verbally abusive home ever.
Should be ashamed of yourself. Jẹ́ kó rí ẹ pé o. Adarada. Orí ẹ bàjẹ́. Onírànù. Sure.
Journey through 12 episodes with Tiwa as she struggles to make things work in all aspects of her failing life. There is the struggle in her family, with a mother who uses every excuse to remind Tiwa about her failure as a woman because she's yet to marry. A younger and hotter sister, Shalewa, the only skinny girl in the series, who is basically there to smile and remind Tiwa of the one thing she's struggling to have. There to bring out her inner Lekki babe.
I am Shalewa, the pretty one.
And pose like a model for no reason whatsoever. Really, she's literally just standing there like models doing photo shoots. Oh yeah, there's also her father, who the season could have clearly done without. Strap into your seats, or rather, don't strap in, but try to enjoy an average of 6 minutes runtime per episode. Cause in Danny, we're clearly using this season as a test run to gauge acceptance. With episodes so short, you could have watched the full first season before you finish cooking your jollof rice. As Tiwa, who is so desperate for a man, agrees to go on a date with a guy who clearly stalked her.
You refused to give me your number. There's no how I could communicate with you unless I come to your house.
While still hung up on her bird gang ex, who kept gazing into nothing, trying to remember his lines, and then proceeding to say them with no life or emotions whatsoever.
And I really just... I was a plus-size beauty not that long ago.
Struggles that make Tiwa talk about her personal problems on air for listeners who made little to no effort to hide the fact that they were reading their lines off a script, to give her opinions on matters that she should clearly know about. I mean, if you don't know that nothing good comes out of dating a light-skinned bear gang guy by now, then, well, pfft. Starring Tiwa Baggage, Shake That Booty Like Jesus Gave You, Yoruba Angel, Yoruba Demon, Skates of a Girl in Transit. Am I the only one who noticed that Skinny Girl in Transit season 1 is just like Isoken? Aside the plus-size main character, every other thing looked the same. The cool father.
What's going on here?
The ever-nagging mother.
Yay!
The hot younger sister.
What is happening here?
And even the bridge scene they jogged. Jadesola, I see what you did there. Warning, the following trailer contains spoilers for season 1 of This Is It. Just when people are giving up on watching Nollywood series because they couldn't keep up with the time slots on DSTV, which usually falls when men are gearing up to watch football or when we're stuck in traffic, Lola D TV, in collaboration with Doreen Media Africa, has come to our rescue with a web series that we can watch anytime, anywhere on YouTube. This is it. Meet the Muwendas, the cutest and youngest couple in town, who can't seem to keep their hands off each other during the day, but struggle to cuddle themselves to sleep at night.
Sorry.
Oh God. Okay.
On one part, there's Tomide the husband, and the damn most perfect gentleman you ever meet in this life. A young babyface CEO with the voice of the cutest puppy ever.
So can we please just move on?
A husband so cool, it took him less than 200 minutes to become the standard that every female uses to measure their own man, because he's eager to clean the house, take care of his wife, wants and love kids. He's willing to support his wife financially by crediting her account every month, willing to take on all the responsibilities as a man, turn down an Amber Rose looking hottie just because he loves his wife and doesn't want to cheat on her, and even had the effrontery to break the bro code just because he didn't want his wife to get into trouble. Fam, you all know he's so perfect to exist, but he so deserved that punch. No one breaks the bro code, damn it. Whew. I got so emotional there for a minute. I'm fine now, I'm fine. On the other hand is Didi Moenda, Tomide's young wife and the most clueless person to ever walk the face of the earth. A lady who panics her way through life.
Hey, they ruined everything, and I'm just still finding my footing. What? We're clueless, T. Isn't it too early?
But when you think them, you have them. Don't you hear that like all the time?
I'm still half-baked at everything, and why are you even thinking about them? That is bad omen. I could get pregnant by mistake. No, I'm not ready. I'm not even wife material yet. Like, I mean, marriage changes people and things. You become husband, I become wife, the labels, the responsibilities, the kids, and just schools are so expensive these days and society ills and...
You're just panicking.
Of course I'm in panic mode. I panic. I'm panicking.
You need to calm down. Can you
in-
just relax?
I literally has to be taught how to be a good wife by her husband.
No, you're not! You are my wife! Okay, and as my wife, it's your responsibility to make sure that there's food on the table when I come from work. It's your responsibility to make sure that the house is clean.
How to be a good spouse by her father.
Your husband. And that is something I do not want you to take for granted at all.
How to please her husband in the other room by her best friend.
Girl, get creative. No, not the word. Creative is boring. Get psycho.
And how to throw a party by little children.
Auntie, I have an idea. Hide and seek. Pillow fights. Best dancers. Who is in the middle?
Come on, you had parties when you were a kid. How wouldn't you know what to do at a children's party? Yep, you almost got it. Try not to force, really. Saddle in for the perfect love story with marriage problems new age couples have and old couples cannot relate to nor give you advice on.
Can I get something to eat?
I've been so busy. You know, maybe you should text me next time
When I need to eat.
Well, yeah.
Working long hours on a project she eventually dumped on her best friend's lap.
You know what? You can have everything from the business plan, everything so far.
And speaking of best friend, this is it finally proves that men aren't scum. Women are. Yes. Watch as Kerry takes the weight off men by inviting her ex, who scammed her husband from having an opportunity of a lifetime, to her house to drink wine and make out. Because she was lonely and because her husband was always working and trying to provide for her needs.
I felt so alive when Toby touched me, when he kissed. Enough! Jeez, enough of this madness! Listen to yourself!
Sucks to be in men's shoes now, huh? Can we just play Tomide being the perfect gentleman again? Please?
You'd never do that to me, right?
Do what?
Cheat on me with another man?
Well, if there's two of you, don't blame me.
Funny.
Yeah.
Starring things you should know if you want to save your relationship. Always clear your browser history. Girls on low cuts always want to sleep with your man. Never invite your ex to your house or go to his house. This is it. Proof that men aren't scum. So let me get this straight. You moved to Ibadan, then called Unilag the school of your dreams.
Then finally secured admission to the university of my dreams.
I mean, UI was just a stone throw away. Now, if you had gone to UI instead of Unilag, you would have known that you actually spent 5 years in the university studying computer engineering and not 4.
4 years later.
Dude, you flash back to your 500 level days, but graduated in 4 years. Unilag? Warning! The following trailer contains spoilers for season 1 of Lagos Big Boy. You've seen an episode that comes from a couple's point of view. You've seen another that comes from a female's point of view. Now get ready to experience an episode that comes from a guy's point of view. Lagos Big Boy. But Lilo Musk stars as Babajide, a broke guy with the power that Marvel superheroes Black Bolt will kill to possess. Power to cause epilepsy anytime he sings.
Loving, someone from my heart, baby, yeah. Baby Joe for me, you walk on goni, indeed, oh no, girl, you done make me go low.
Seriously, like what's with the lights going on and off anytime he sings? Damn, we should have used this as the warning instead. Warning, the following trailer may induce epilepsy. But Polly isn't the only misfit in the series. There's Chewy Chew, the one-time nightmare on Legacy Street, who starts as a booker and wastes no time in reminding everyone that he's Jide's manager.
Miss Manager. I'm BJ's manager.
With the power to always recognize danger, never stopping it in any way he can, and always ending up in the crossfire.
Guys, we need to...
I mean, he literally ended up in the crossfire. Ah, what a cliffhanger. Going along with them is Captain Obvious, Tunji, a guy who sounds like he's always on coding.
Yo, my G, that would be an honor, man. Bro, remember when Sade came over?
With the power to always painstakingly state the obvious and repeat what is being said. And we thought Danny Boy was bad.
My name is not Danny Boy.
Yikes.
Sorry, bro.
Completing the four horsemen of the musicalypse is Shayo, with a mind and body that acts way before he thinks of the outcome.
Shit. I just lost my job.
What were you thinking? Right, I forgot. You don't think. Goes along with Bolly and friends as they try and break into the music industry with nothing else but their passion in a web series that steps into so many homoerotic undertones, like guys getting smitten by another guy's voice. Guys talking to each other seductively.
I'd like to know what I'm working with before we get into these things.
Mr. BJ, how that you have a wonderful voice.
Turn around. Turn around, my guy. Turn around.
Yeah. You have potential.
Okay.
And I'm willing to help you reach it.
You're going to be a star.
Getting angry and jealous when your brother is getting some. And tons of inappropriate and unnecessary touching. Wow, ain't that just some awesome brotherly love? Even the opening montage allies it all. But don't get lost in the homoerotic undertone, because in just under 12 episodes, Lagos Big Boy highlights all the many problems a guy on his way to fame can possibly encounter. Women and gullibility. While also leaving us asking questions like, how can he afford to live on that kind of house on the island when he's jobless and broke? How did they withdraw for $1 million using ATM card at once when the daily limit is 150k? How didn't they recognize that these guys were actually robbing the house? And why do I just want to sleep on a bed made of Jide's dad's voice?
I see Dumb and Dumber now with him today. I guess that's a positive change.
Also sexy and deep.
So we saw this boy. It was over a year ago. When he left, I was 5 million naira. I don't want to see you in my house when I come back.
Damn you, Lagos Big Boy. Damn you. Starring Your Eyes Are Alive with the Sound of Epilepsy. On a codeine diet. Chop bullets. I wish I was Ubi Franklin, managing in the sky. And the Rose Camp as any scammer for the gathering. Low-key boys with gay tendencies. I guess we should expect this series to run for 14 years, right? Thanks for watching our Honest Nollywood trailer. Be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment telling us the movie you want to see an Honest Nollywood trailer in the comment section below. When he gave us the industry change in the figurine, critics commended, Nollywood cheered, but fans didn't turn out to watch the movie. Then he gave us the crazy phone swap, critics commended, Nollywood cheered, but fans didn't come out to watch the movie. Now get ready for another masterpiece that critics commended, Nollywood cheered, and fans didn't turn out to watch. Men, what does Kunle and Funaya have to do to start grossing what his awesome movies deserve at the box office? October 1. Meet Danladi Waziri, one of the best inspectors in the police force, sent to fulfill the task of a lifetime, finding and apprehending this guy, who is basically a crossbreed between Gatsby and Hannibal that is running amok and is virgining the virgin land of Amore before the 1st of October. Watch as Danladi tries to overcome the greatest obstacle ever to succeed in his mission, himself. I mean, he talked like he was panting in between words.
No, by the way, Mr. Awa, who is going to take you to the dance this evening?
Got undermined by everyone, from his superiors.
Lay one finger on me, you'll be up for court martial.
Subordinates.
I want him brought in for questioning, and that is an order. I cannot obey order. No police.
To even the villagers.
Listen now. Take him by force. I'm Brian.
Spent a lot of time explaining things in excruciating detail instead of moving ahead.
Killer sprang upon his victim at this spot. He took her by surprise. Now I see how Adebiyi escaped that night. This part is barely visible for a late night rendezvous with her lover. Miss, they have found the suspect.
Was too drunk to apprehend the actual criminal when he found him.
Hey, you! Stop! Stop, I say stop!
And almost got killed by its inability to draw his weapon. And you thought this movie was going to be about Independence Day? No? Well, me too. Well played, Kunle Afolayan. Well played. Douse yourself in the nostalgia of your parents, grandparents, and screenwriter Tony Babalola's Tales by Moonlight, as it tells a story of how things really were in those days before independence, promising to do right by us, but fucking us in the ass, then proceeding to leave us knee-deep in our own shit that we can't clean up and recover afterward, and showing that even after independence, it still isn't really, probably, sort of, maybe not really our country to rule.
Nigeria may be independent, but you clearly have no idea about the politics of this fragile land.
Oh well, at least they struggle to pronounce our names and states.
The need.
You know, eh?
Lakote. Lakoja.
Enough Wahala in Abeokuta.
A movie filled with so many premonitions of the future.
Independence has arrived 10 years too early. Within 7 years, this country will be at war.
Prime Minister Tafawa Balewa is still here for the next 5 years.
If this were in 2018, one would actually think that Nostradamus wrote the script. But hey, at least they plugged in the best foreplay scene in Nollywood's history involving the banana. You loved this banana, didn't you? Starring Inspector Gordon, Jidena, headmaster of the Friendzone Academy, and 60 struggles that 90 kids don't ever want to think about. A month before Independence Day.
Independence commiserations, more like.
Boom! Solve that case easily. Take that, Danny boy.
My name is not Danny Boy.
Just when you thought people had stopped following the saying, quit while you're ahead, Ebony Life Productions and these other studios have come to prove that people have really stopped following the saying. The Wedding Party, Destination Dubai. The relatives are back from... Wait, no. This is in real life. The onlookers are back from the honeymoon, and damn does banking know how to score a couple of goals. Imagine Adesua actually giving birth to twins in real life. That would be so cool. But this movie isn't about them. Enter Nonso and Dia, the perfect couple who started their epic love story with the greatest plot twist in Nollywood cinematic history. He proposed by accident.
Yes.
But this isn't the main kicker in this movie. Watch as everyone speaks Igbo fluently.
Hi. But I don't driver no.
And all of a sudden gets an English accent when talking to Deidre and her family.
Abel, my good lady.
Are you sure?
If the man wants a bowl, give him a bowl.
It's a bad idea.
Because
I'm 3,264th in line to the throne.
Bloody Famsas. But that still isn't the main kicker in this movie. Enter Patience Ozokwo, who everyone expected was going to be a Patience Ozokwo when she was announced as a member of the cast, but barely had any impact in the movie whatsoever, except spoiling a series of glow adverts here and there. Yet, that still isn't the real kicker to this movie. Thrill yourselves with scenes from Nigeria's next best new home after Canada, Dubai, as the movie spent long minutes showcasing the country that could have been Nigeria if only politicians had Arab sense to go with all the Arab money they have. Still, that is not the real kicker to this movie. If you enjoyed the first movie, then get ready to relive everything you already watched before. Another wedding, again. A dance down the aisle, again. Dozier slapping Shola, again. Bubuli seduction trying to seduce Honey W, again. Shola ruining another wedding from the bachelor party, again. The bride running away and almost calling off the wedding, again. Dance after the wedding, again. But take nothing from them as they added new things like immediately going from afternoon to night in the space of minutes. Love not being a reason to marry a Nigerian.
Why would you marry a Nigerian?
Because I love him.
Love is not a reason.
The family of the groom's brother's wife comes in, steals the show, plans the wedding behind their backs, and even dresses the family of the bride in Yoruba attires for an Igbo wedding.
Ha! Everything's getting married into the family. And we are family. Simple.
Yikes. Calling every pop culture slangs as it is hot.
Happy weekend, sir.
Ishkaba.
And the realization that they actually agreed to marry Nonso out of pity.
Please do me the honor of becoming my wife.
Sorry, I can't.
No, I'm not having this. Please, don't do this. Marry him.
Ask me again.
Saying yes to becoming my wife.
Yes.
Oh, that's good shit.
Starring the Wellingtons, the wedding planner, Cameo Agu, another failed interview, shouting.
They brought it on this. What have you stopped this? Are you going to be the one to tell me what is for personal use?
Impatience Ozokwo, Water, and the plots for Wedding Party 3. A very, very long goodbye advert. Was this scene unnecessary or was this scene unnecessary?
From 10, before it got taken by Netflix, comes a heartwarming story by Genevieve Naji, which will finally make us forgive her for this thing.
No more crying, no more fictional, no more tinsel, no more freedom, power and more.
Lionheart. After a very long spell out of the industry, the never Asian beauty Genevieve makes her grand return to prove why she, Adeze, is the first daughter in Nollywood. Damn, so fine. A smart, dedicated, hardworking, and refined woman who no doubt became this way thanks to listening to years of her father's proverbs and tries to save his company the only way she really knows how, by scratching her body.
If I may interrupt you.
We all have emergency.
Yes, go first.
Thank you. It's not good.
Madam, he's...
Behind her are veteran family members. There's Peter Doche, the lion who's got the heart of a lion, and the resulting heart attack that comes with it. There's Onyeka Onwenu, who still knows how to effortlessly charm you even after all this time. There's Nkemowo, who reminds you why you have loved him all these years because of his effortless acting and comic attitude.
What do you call shit in your place?
Kashi.
These are two pieces of kashi, very bad ones.
And then there's Fino, who is just there. But damn, that beard though. On the villainous side is Kanayo Okanayo the usurper, whose order of the day is taking out his rivals and making more money because while Lionheart takes the we are one approach, Igwe Pascal believes that the sky is not wide enough for everyone to fly. So saddling for a movie that you would have enjoyed in cinemas nationwide if the film distributors weren't vultures, or is it if Genevieve had booked a spot for the movie in advance? Or settle for the Netflix version where Igbo is now spoken in Hausa and Fino now raps in Italian, leaving those that watched it in cinemas to wonder if they really watched the actual same version as the one on Netflix. Which then makes you ask yourself if Lionheart is a true story that takes you on a ride around the east with a quick detour to the north in your face, Lagos, which sees Genevieve looking for ways to save her movies from vultures and ultimately ends up getting saved by a billion-dollar company that has been looking to spread its wings in Africa. I'm really too smart for my own good, and honestly, I do not know how I arrived at this conclusion. So, starring Generator, Sophia in Enugu, Lion's Heart Attack, I Got It From My Mama, Oh Sammy Boy, deserves some accolades, and Mikano, saving companies since the last time we had constant power supply, which was never. I don't remember. Do you? No, I don't remember. Fan versus Horn. Whew, I was legit scared. I thought she was going to meet them for a merger.
It's been decades since we last enjoyed a good action Nollywood movie. Now Biola Alabi comes with the greatest action movie in this millennium, with a title that will make you think it's a horror movie, yet it's none of those things. Psych! It's just another rom-com, guys. Like we haven't had enough of that genre already. Banana Island Ghost. Meet Ijoma, a child who has an extreme case of daddy issues.
My father died for that bank. My father died for that house.
And is willing to do all in her power to impress her dead dad, including getting bullied by Lekki Slay Queens.
Like your head is give no.
Molested by policemen.
Is that what DPO said she should be doing? Looking at prison nyash.
Inappropriate TTC. And beaten by maid in Aba ninjas. But that's not the only death in the movie. Thrill yourselves with the idea of Patrick Thrill yourselves with Patrick, a young man who died on Third Mainland Bridge and becomes a bougie ghost who can feel, eat, and do everything normal human beings can. But since he's a ghost, he has to be invisible and be able to teleport. Yo! So he's basically what you get when Invisible Woman and Nightcrawler poke each other, huh? I mean, you get it right. Because he's invisible and can also, teleport. Damn, I'm so lonely. That's why I started this shit anyways. In the middle of the ghost story is God, with the kind of charisma that has made young girls start imagining God as their sugar daddy. Now watch as he grants Ghost Patrick an extra 3 days to make the love of his life he never got to meet while alive fall in love with him just so she can die and he can have a companion in the afterlife.
I won't interfere with the feelings. You will have 3 days to make her truly fall in love with you. And if you do, then you can bring her to heaven with you.
Wait, hold up. I have so many questions. Can we get a pastor in here to verify this for us? Pastor Femi here. Matthew 22 verse 30 says, "For in the resurrection, they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are like angels in heaven." Aha! I knew something was wrong with that. I mean, come on. A rom-com so strange, he lets God sit back, relax and watch as a ghost who is supposed to be in purgatory still cheat and lust after the flesh instead of doing what God told him to do, getting Ijoma killed. So basically he's still sinning while dead and is supposed to make heaven after. Wow. An unrealistic story that sees Ijoma work multiple jobs, from working in the office to being a mascot, just so she can pay an outstanding 80 million naira plus for a house on Banana Island. How can you work as a mascot when you need millions to pay your mortgage? I'm going to throw this out there. Can anyone explain the storyline to me exactly? Starring a Coca-Cola advert, a Cold Stone advert, a Kilimanjaro advert, a Med Plus advert, how my career on FIFA should have ended, Bankai, Senbon Zakura Kageyoshi, and African Casper, Banana Islands adverts. Oh, shodi okay, enter with your 150, no change.
The following trailer is rated P for Pigeon. Before the wedding party enter Nollywood, and after Ogbonge movies like The Figurine and 50 went on to make them in terms of box office sales, come see the movie will be the first to break records and cross the 100 million box office mark for Nollywood, A Trip to Jamaica. Follow Akpos, who if you don't dey Naija for at least 1 year, you go know say na Warri from come, because the man no dey waste time to remind everybody about where he from come and about how Warri no dey ever carry last.
In Warri boy. I be Warri boy now. The phone Warri station hand. I be Warri. I go worry your life.
Alongside him na im babe Jennifer, abeg no vex. Na Bola, who if we dey talk true na Jennifer she be, just say she changed name for sake of saying a different movie. Her and Akpos get the most unhealthy relationship, na so fight yab every day.
Your father laughed.
Your father let this guy out. You no do. They crazy. Let me ask question.
And still they get very violent buckle for the other room.
No, daddy.
Now which kind of relationship be this? Follow them go Jamaica, but first stop for America to see Bola's sister and her husband Bruce Wayne, where they live for mansion, get English butler, get plenty money, die and invest for any reason at all, exactly like Bruce Wayne for Dawn of Justice, except the fact say this one a criminal and he not even sabi fight. See as Warri boy just use slow motion collect gun from your hand, because of course Warri no dey ever carry last. The movie promise you for trailers say he go give you one quality Hollywood actor wey no do anything except laugh for the whole movie and say, I see you.
I have eyes watching him. I know your exact location.
But instead, enjoy reverse camera spinning, Akpos making a fool of himself, overhead shots of the city, because they want make everybody know say na drone shoots the movie. Making sure say you no ever forget say they don't come on Nigeria by making sure say everything remind you of where they at the time. But on a real, forget the non-action scenes, the skits where they fuse into the movie, the subtle reminder say Glow Network no they ever work anywhere both inside and outside Nigeria.
I carry my phone everywhere I go worldwide. Now my glow line at the Roma. Hello? Come again, please.
Can't hear you clearly, fam.
The real cocoa be that Jamaican weed. Yo, see as that thing take hit Akpos so. You better pass to Shogbo weed. Make person go try and come tell me a beg. Starring Bruce Kane, Morpheus, All Seeing Eye, and The Weeknd. Couples retreat Warri to Lagos, to America, to Jamaica. If I hadn't watched The Bushmaster, I would have said that Jamaican henchman. What really dumb.
You thought we weren't going to do a trailer for this? Think again, people. After 4 years of not getting the change we were promised, Nigerians are gearing up to give politicians the finger in what is by far the most dramatic election yet, the 2019 elections. After spending 4 years on tour, President Buhari is back in the country to campaign for votes that will enable him go on more tours for the next 4 years, because being a travel blogger is a serious job, and if we're being honest, somebody has got to do it, and with style too. Like, what greater flex is there than using the presidential aircraft to go on tour? Challenging him for the title of #1 tourist is former VP Atiku, who with one sweet move of making Peter Obi his VP candidate, got all the fingers in the East ready to give him their thumbs and give Busi Banjo the middle finger. The contestants end up splitting the country in two, because while one candidate is really determined to fight corruption at the expense of the economy, the other candidate is trying to make the economy better for all Nigerians, with the risk of corruption rising even further. And while one candidate says that all Nigerian youths are lazy, the other candidate wants to provide jobs for youths, which will actually help youths work. This inevitably leads to Nigerians making the toughest decisions of their lives. Who are we going to allow to rig this election while we sit back and watch, because we really cannot do anything about it? This then spirals into tribalism wars on social media, friends becoming enemies, benefactors cutting off their money supply chain because the person they are giving money is voting an opposing party, and even more stress, all while the same politicians who incited these problems are busy feasting in their houses with bullion vans worth of money. Wow, such drama, huh? Starring Jubril Stark, Naija Tiku, the pastor that won, the pastor that lost, and all my guys are ballers. The 2019 elections. Where were you, Oru baby? Nigerians for once would have supported you this time because we actually did not, could not, cannot, and will not take it. I didn't want to come back this way, but fuck it, it had to be done. When the change we were promised started coming in ways we didn't expect, Nigerian youths kept quiet. When they said there was no money in the country, but the senators kept earning millions of naira monthly, Nigerian youths kept quiet. But when for years the people have had to deal with extortion, kidnapping, murder, rape, and other serious crimes meted out to us by the very people sworn to protect us, Nigerian youths are ready to F shit up. SARS versus youths. In a country where youths work their ass off doing multiple jobs both on and offline, have businesses, are entrepreneurs, deal with stock, forex, bitcoin, influencing, entertainment, freelancing, IT, coding, and so on, the arm of police called SARS keeps wondering how these same youths are able to afford the lifestyle they lead. I mean, it's bad when youths work hard and are labeled lazy by the government, but it's way worse when the hard work is labeled armed robbery and fraud by the police. It's like a freaking Kobayashi Maru. You're either lazy or a fraudster. Now help me make that make sense. Nigerians are out in their drones protesting brutality by the police, protesting the deaths of brothers, sisters, fathers, mothers, and family members. Nigerians are out there fighting for SARS to be treated better by the government, to get paid better, and SARS responds by shooting even more people. Jeez. In a you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain couple of days, new heroes have risen during the protest, while former heroes have fallen because the people believe they are trying to push their own agendas or they want to be the face of the protest. Many celebrities come out in drones. International celebs show their support. Some celebs are grounded at home but expressing pain they can't join the protest, while others are showing their true colors. Even many pastors and religious leaders are mute in the face of oppression. Y'all know that your congregation can't pay tithes if they are dead, but ask yourselves this question: what would Jesus do? Thanks to COVID, our government has spent the better part of this year grounded in the country, and it has shown just how out of touch they are with all that is going on. The president stays quiet on these matters while his favorite messenger comes again bearing his regularly scheduled message of how SARS has been disbanded. Like we haven't heard that before. For years, the elders have blamed the youths for the problems in the country, and when the youths finally rise up and try to change things, all of a sudden, they say the youths are being disrespectful and they respond with this.
We want SARS. We want SARS. We want SARS. We want SARS.
The pressure mounts on the government, who forces the IGP of police to finally disband SARS, yay, and create a new unit of police called, wait for it, SWAT. Oh no, not this one. But the very same SARS operatives who Nigerians are currently protesting against will now be trained to become SWAT operatives. Well, roads are blocked, ASU is still on strike, many people are still working from home, Nigerians are tired of suffering and being oppressed. Do the maths. Like Captain America says, we can do this all day. Starring What We Ordered versus What We Got, Optimus Prime, Nick Fury, Captain Cersei Sir Points-a-Lot Lannister, the Statue of Liberty, Mrs. Ronke Raji riding on a bicycle, Peter.
I don't protest. I do not protest. I was asking to calm them down.
Okoroshi, Citizens of Atlantis, Port Harcourt Pigeon.
Everyone are gladiator Bobby Shock. Based on proper to ranking block, everyone is chacharache. I go the guru gaje, everyone are Gigi Tatafa. It be totally take kata.
Harvey Dent, Jenny versus the Mustache, and Where the Power Truly Lies. Independence Month. I know 2020 has been one heck of a year, But this has to be the most cringeworthy photo to ever be taken this year.
Thanks for watching the Honest Nollywood trailer. Be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment telling us the movie you want to see an Honest Nollywood trailer in the comment section below. You've watched him on Indani TV's The Interview web series. You loved him in the Wedding Party movies. Now, Assault Films, Jobberman, and these other studios are using Frank Donga to give us a movie which proves that you don't need to be bougie to tell a great Nollywood story. Akundi.
Oga Akundi!
Nah, Akundi, I don't tell you say nah, Akundi.
Akundi!
Meet Akundi, the man with a very creepy face and an even creepier smile, who got tired of failing interviews online and went on to become the Okurokus of Nollywood. He's a teacher, cook,
You stand up, you go and make semo for me in Picadomo style. The way I want it, the way I love it, and the way I like it.
dry cleaner, cattle rearer, cattle advertiser, photographer, animal scientist, and shit expert. And this is all while he is jobless. Ain't that some shit? With him are his business partners in all this shit. There's Binta, whose smile is so infectious you can't help but fall in love with her. Till you remember that she knew what killed her friend's husband, but kept her mouth shut.
Wannan rashin lafiyar tata da ta kashe mazajen nan nata, ita ce da same rashin lafiya da ta kashe mijin addabinta. Sikila ce fa ba wani abun bane ba.
And then there's Aisha, the lean addict, who for some strange reason didn't know exactly what killed her husband.
So all my husbands had the same problem and I did not know.
Hey, don't blame her. She's what the community made her.
Ba nuri zan tafi gidanmu.
Wani gida zaki je? Kin riga kin kashe dukkan iyalanki.
Ignorance and bullying is some serious shit, people. But if she had dropped a rap album, it would have been so fire. Stop washing Yewande's bra, steal her money, and travel to the Lagos of the North with Akonde, where malt and milk is enjoyment. People can't help but give big answers.
Gaskiya akwai matsala. Amma zan je ofishin masu bada shawara. Don haka,
How did your husbands die?
They all died the same way.
Crickets are constantly chirping. Students on look as one of their own collapses in class.
What's happening? What's happening?
And 1 minute, everyone refuses to believe that Aisha is not a witch.
kwami kauta.
Aisha mai ne.
Ta kashe mazajenta guda biyu.
Ga miki gaskiyar magana babu wani sikila. Ya ce Aisha ita ta cinye wa'annan suka zo.
And the next, they are weirdly supporting her for some strange reason.
Da kake tsammani duk ba haka bane.
Abin da yake faruwa ba fa maita bane, ciwon sikila ne.
To ka tashi ka tafi abanka kawai. Ba da ruwanka kawai. Allah shi kyauta.
But through all the shitty silence, slow motion, dragging scenes, and pop culture questions, you get to enjoy a story rich in the original Niger happenings and truths, proving once and for all that shit business is good business, even though the movie can be summarized in 2 lines. Oh, you think I can't? Challenge accepted. A jobless Akonde travels to Kaduna to get a loan. The government, let's call them Amaka, disappointed him. He met a lady, fell in love, literally took shit into his own hands and got rich. The end. You see, I did it. 2 lines, I told you. 2 lines. Starring Frank Donga, Lil Izzy, Binta and Friends, MotoGP, Cows, and the greatest tributes in Nollywood history.
A boy and a girl. The girl is working in a bank, but the boy is yet to find a job. In case you had someone talking about a job, reach out to me or reach out to Akundi on this page.
No, Lord, no. Why did you have to take her? No. The real life of Frank Donga. So you just walked by him, huh? Wow. Thanks for watching the Honest Nollywood trailer. Be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment telling us the movie you want to see an Honest Nollywood trailer in the comment section below.
From the visionary that brought you the Wedding Party and King Woman series comes one of the most intense crime thrillers in Nollywood history. A genre many believe to be shit and long since dead until Kemi showed them that there is actually money to be made.
Auntie.
You might as well go to his casket.
Wait on, ma. You try.
King of Boys. Meet Eniola Salami, a woman whose traumatic past helped her rise through the ranks of prostitution to become a drug lord, murdering, criminal, aspiring politician with multiple personality disorder.
Get upset for no reason.
Don't, Baba! Don't go there! Hey, women, Dada!
Mukoja, can you give me like 10 minutes? I need to speak with your sister.
You can discuss important business with her, and you can't discuss with...
Get out! Get out of that table! Kito, darling, can you please come back to the table and finish your meal?
Come here,
So what cry, uncle?
Okay, go. Stupid bitch.
Get the bitch!
Let me call on Moyini.